Hey guys, it's Jaden, and this is Life of T-Men. It's Tuesday, so here I am. This week's topic is masculinity slash femininity, being masculine versus being feminine. Um, so as a trans person, he goes back. As a trans person, um, adhering to gender roles, um, and um, trying to derive what's masculine versus feminine is something that is just gone. It's just we're hyper aware of it. Not always. Kind of like trans guys try to be extra masculine, um, to prove their guys, and trans women being extra feminine. But this is not always the case, as cis men can be feminine, so trans men can be feminine, and cis women can be masculine, trans women can be masculine. But but what are the societal standards for what we deem to be masculine versus feminine? Um, the only standpoint I know it from is the 21st century American standpoint. Um, like masculine is, you know, just you like sex, you're beefy, yes, you're in control, you have power, you're the one who has a job, um, like more hard labor things are more masculine. Um, not caring so much about how you look, or having a simple look rather, is known as masculine, whereas feminine is being, more frilly and emotional. That's another thing that's masculine, is being more emotionless, not showing emotion. And being feminine is showing emotion and caring how you look, and taking care of the kids and being a mother, and hand gestures, head gestures, stuff like that. Things that are seen as inherently feminine or masculine, um, but aren't always inherently feminine or masculine. A lot of these have to do with gender roles, and gender roles in society kind of are changing, and people are trying to push the gender norms, which is really good because nothing has to be inherently feminine or masculine. Um, but for a lot of trans guys, especially if they are pre, say like testosterone, if you want to start testosterone, pre-op, whatever op you want, um, you try to hyper masculinize so that you can get cis passing privilege. And it's been talked about that passing privilege has to do with the cis norm, what cis people see as passing. Um, and a lot of people are pushing the gender boundaries of the societal boundaries that we have placed on the gender binary. Um, so really, there's a lot of yeah, I mean, it is different in other countries, what is deemed as feminine versus masculine, but like I said, I can only speak for the U.S. standards. And like I was saying, a lot of trans people tend to try to bring it to the next level. Don't want to show any, like, a trans man doesn't want to show any femininity, trans woman doesn't want to show any masculinity, because um, then suddenly people are like, you're a trans trender, are you sure you're trans? And that's just not okay, because if we're going to say boys can wear dresses, that means trans boys can wear dresses, and things like that. So really, it doesn't matter. I don't know him all that well. He's a friend of well, he's the boyfriend of a friend I met at a dance. His name is James. I mean, the first time I met him, it was his homecoming, and he was freaking wearing a tutu and all sorts of bright, like, colors. And most people would either be like, "You're a girl," or "You're flippin' gay." And you know what? He looked fabulous. You want to know what? You don't want to know what? Can you see it? My toes are blue. My friend painted my toes, and you know what? That isn't deemed masculine, but you know what? That's my favorite color, blue. And I don't care. I just advice to you: don't worry about what's masculine versus feminine, because there are people on the cis side of things that are in between, on the opposite side, without being gay, without being a lesbian, without, being, having to question their sexual identity or who they are gender-wise. So, really, it doesn't matter. Be as masculine or feminine as you feel like. I tend to I am more masculine in general, but I tend to push more and more towards more masculine I am for better passing privilege. Because that's what I feel like I need to do. There are things I will do when I finally have more passing privilege, when I get top surgery, when I've been on T for longer. I have considered being a drag queen in the future. And this is because I don't care. I'll wear dresses. I will wear makeup. I don't care. But right now I care because I need to pass. I need to get to the point where doing these things isn't going to make people question me as a trans person. So if you feel like you need to do that, you can, but don't let the rules of masculinity and femininity rule you, because just be you. Like, just be you. Roles are changing, and just what's masculine and feminine has changed. I mean, the arts used to be a man-ruled field, and now it's gay and a woman's work and all that stuff. And then there was lots of things that used to be like women's jobs that men took over. I can't think of any specific examples off the top of my head. I probably should have done some research, but I didn't even know I was going to bring this up. So, I mean, don't worry about it. The world is changing, and just be yourself. That's what's important. Whether you're more masculine or feminine. Doesn't matter if you're trans, cis. Doesn't matter if you're a binary, on like strict binary sides, or if you're somewhere in between. Like if you're a non-binary trans guy, or if you're like genderqueer or gender fluid. Like, presentation and doing masculine or feminine roles does not determine who you are inside. It is not an identity, it is who you are. And that's how I feel. You don't feel like a gender, you are a gender. And I just wish you all happiness. I will see you all next week. Just ask questions, because I think question week is coming up really soon. This video is really long. I hope you guys have a great week. I love y'all. Peace.